everybody, my name is Danielle and today I'm going to be doing the Disney tag. So basically I am going to be answering a series of questions that are all Disney related. I really like Disney and I thought that I would share with you guys some of my answers to these questions. This tag has been done a bunch of times by lots of other people and I will write all of the questions down in the description below if you guys want to play along. So the first question is, on my handy dandy notepad that I have here, is a scene in a Disney movie you wish you could experience. So like, what scene would that be? I think this is an answer that a lot of people give nowadays. I think if I picked a newer Disney movie, it would be the lantern sequence in Tangled. I think it's absolutely beautiful and would just love to see all of the magic that happens in that sequence. So that would be a scene I'd love to experience, whether I was in a little boat or on land. I think that would just be something really beautiful to experience in real life. Second question is, what is an unforgettable experience at the Disney parks? I've been to Disney 4 times. I would say my favorite unforgettable moment was when I went the second time when I was 17. It was 10 years later, and when I walked down Main Street and I saw the castle for the first time, I just started crying because it was such a beautiful and magical experience, and I thought there was something poetic about going there 10 years later because it was 10 years later and I wasn't a little kid anymore. I was a teen, almost an adult, and so it was a really beautiful and magical experience. The kind of second half of that experience, when I was 17, I got to march at Magic Kingdom and I was in the front row of our marching band when I got to do that, and that was really, really fun. And being in the front row was a special and magical experience in itself. So just that whole experience and getting to march at Disney was very special and very, very, very it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun with all my high school friends, and it was just a really, really good time, and I absolutely adored just getting to go again, and just marching at Disney was a beautiful experience. Question 3 is, what non-Disney songs remind you or bring you back memories of Disney? I have to say, when I went the first time when I was 7, my parents and I did a road trip. And so whenever I listen to Alabama or hear any music from Alabama, it reminds me of going to Disney for the first time, or just going to Florida in general. Because I swear the entire time we were driving through the Smoky Mountains, we were listening to Alabama, and that just clicks into oh, that was when we went to Disney. Another set of music that reminds me of Disney is Star Kids' Twisted musical, because it's a parody of Disney, and whenever I listen to Twisted, it just reminds me of all of the Disney Renaissance movies from the 90s, and it just pulls me back into that situation, and those are really fun. You should check out those musicals. They're all on YouTube. They're great. But those are the songs or music or artists that remind me of Disney. Let's see, the fourth question I have is, when was your first time you went to a Disney park? I said I was 7. It was a family road trip. It was a really, really great experience. I do remember when I went with my parents for the first time, they were like, oh, let's get you Mickey ears, and I didn't want them. And I ended up getting a Minnie Mouse headband with ears and a little bow. And then when I went with my mom, we decided that we were going to get ears, because I'm like, I need ears, because I didn't get them because I was a stubborn little kid, and I actually got the Jack Skellington themed Disney ears with my name on the back, and that was really cool. But yeah, I was 7 the first time I went, and I think it's kind of like the perfect age because I was old enough to understand everything, but I was still young enough to experience as a child. So yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot of fun going to Disney as a kid. A lot of fun. Alright, my 5th question that I have is, if you could choose any character to be your best friend, who would you choose? This is a hard one because I really enjoy Disney a lot. I grew up with it. My mom is a huge Disney fan. Her love for it spilled over to me, and I think if I could have someone be my best friend, sounds really kind of, I don't know, I might, if I had to pick a Disney princess to be my best friend, I think it would probably be Belle. I think she would be a great person to talk to. and you can have conversations about lots of different things because she's well read. If I could have like a Disney best friend sidekick, I would probably pick Baymax from Big Hero 6 because I think he's adorable and huggable and lovable, and I'm a bit accident prone, so it would be really nice to have a robotic nurse that could also kick butt as a bestie. Yeah. Okay. Question 6 is, who's your favorite Disney princess? So my favorite Disney princess is actually Mulan, even though she's not a princess, but someone who's a princess would be Belle. So if I had like a top 5 for my princesses, it would be Mulan, Belle, Aurora, Rapunzel, and then I have to say Moana because she's badass and I flippin' love that movie so much. So if you haven't seen my favorite video, you know that you don't know how much I was geeking about Moana, but love it so much. So, okay. So my 7th question is, name a scene from a movie that makes you cry. I don't cry a lot watching Disney movies. I do like the initial first couple times I see them. A scene that made me cry recently whenever I would watch it was the scene in Big Hero 6 when Hero is kind of confronting his grief over his brother Tadashi. That made me cry, and also the part where like Baymax like stays in this weird in-between zone, like that made me cry a lot. Other than that, I don't really remember crying much in Disney movies growing up. I mean, like, I know they're sad and I definitely do have an emotional response, but I never actually cried watching those. It definitely is different now when I watch stuff back, like things make me cry because I understand the meaning behind it now a little bit more than I used to, so there's that. But yeah, I don't really cry a lot watching Disney movies. 8th question is, what's the first Disney movie you remember seeing? Like I said, my mom is a big Disney fan, and we grew up, I grew up watching Disney all the time. The first movies that I remember playing a lot was like Aladdin and Little Mermaid and The Lion King played a lot. The first movie that I remember going to like the theater to see was Mulan. Mulan was the first Disney movie I actually saw in theaters that I can remember, and it was really fun because I was like, gonna go to the movie and we're gonna get to see Mulan, and that's a whole separate story, but when I was little I really wanted to be Mulan. I think that's something I'll tell you guys sometime in the future. But yeah, I remember just watching Mulan. Was the first movie I saw in the theaters that was a Disney movie, but otherwise Disney movies were just playing all the time, all the classics. So it was something constant in my life. And then number 9, what is your favorite Disney movie? My go-to Disney movie is Winnie the Pooh, the original. I love Winnie the Pooh. In my bedroom when I was a kid was Winnie the Pooh. He was the best. I love him so much. And then I have to say, like, Aladdin is up there, and Beauty and the Beast. And then Mulan, I loved, yeah, obviously I loved Mulan. Hercules was a big one, Tarzan. And then with the new batch of Disney movies, Big Hero 6, Tangled, I do like Frozen. Moana's great, Zootopia is awesome. But my go-to favorite is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. When I'm sick or don't feel good or I'm really sad, I like to watch Winnie the Pooh because it just makes me feel so much better and happy. So I'm going to tag my best friend Janelle to do the Disney tag challenge. I'm going to leave the questions in the description below along with my social media links. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of my other videos if you haven't seen those, and my other channel. Also, you guys can hit the like button. It's nice to know if you actually like what I'm posting. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I don't like to sell myself very often, but self-promo. Yeah, check out my Facebook, my Instagram. I have a Twitter, but mostly it's just stuff from other things. I have a Tumblr too, but I don't really use it. So I usually don't link it. It's on my main channel thing. So there's that. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye! I forgot to mention I'm wearing my Baymax, my Big Hero 6 shirt. I pointed at it at one point. Harry Baby. I have a friend who says Harry Baby, and every time he says it, I laugh. I don't know why. But I do. Alright, bye!